Well, I saw an elephant fly tonight, but did this movie fly? Let's find out. What's going on, guys? Ryan the Movie Guy here. Thank you for stopping by. If this is your first time here, I want to welcome you to my channel. If there's anything that you see on here that you love, then we obviously have something in common, so go ahead, click on that subscribe button to hear more future content from me regarding movies and more. And so, I just saw Dumbo today, guys, and I want to give you my input, tell you what I thought about it, but before I do, I want to let you know I do have a link right above me for the original Dumbo review. I was supposed to upload that yesterday, but due to time I wasn't, so I'll have both movies uploaded at the same time. And along with that, a few days time, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do so you can look forward to my video regarding all of Disney's live action movies. I'll be ranking them worst to best, and you'll find out what I think is the #1 best remake they've made so far. So with Dumbo, my expectations were pretty high. I was really looking forward to this movie. With my reviews, I really want to tell you the good, the bad, and also share with you what I think that the particular movie benefits us in life itself, because I believe all movies do that. They all inspire us, they all kind of mold us to the people that we are. So that's something I want to do with my reviews, get a little spin on that to add something different. First, start out with the good. On a technical level, this movie was made really well. You have Tim Burton at the director's seat, and I believe he's one of the more stylish directors out there. He is the kind of director where, I've said this before, that there's certain directors that have a certain style to where you don't even have to be told that they directed the movie. You can just tell from their craft of their movies. And he is one unusual, kind of weird director, but that's what makes him so talented. Going back as far as Batman in the 1980s, and he's done Edward Scissorhands and Beetlejuice up until now with Big Fish, and even doing Alice in Wonderland. That was his first Disney film, and now with Dumbo, you can tell he uses very unusual stories, and this one, it comes across as unusual. An elephant with big ears, one of Disney's most unusual stories taking place in a circus, so this was the perfect type of movie for this director. With his vision in mind, he did make a pretty visually impressive movie. In regards to the production design, the costumes, musical score, and cinematography, everything was done professionally. And then along with the visual effects, the CGI on Dumbo and his mother were pretty realistic for the most part, and I had no doubt in my mind that they were trying to do that top notch because Dumbo is the central character of this movie. In regards to the acting and the characters, I'm really half and half on this. I'll tell you the good first, of course, and that is Danny DeVito and Colin Farrell. Danny DeVito, it's great to see him in a Tim Burton movie again. I think the last time we saw him was in Batman Returns, which was a long time ago, and it's good to see him back again. And this character he's playing is the manager of the circus, and I thought the role fit him perfectly. Very comedic, just like the actor. And then with Colin Farrell, an actor I feel is very underrated that should be getting more credit, plays the father of the 2 children after he comes home from World War I trying to rebuild his life again. Both actors, I thought, did really well in this movie. Aside from everything I already said, most of the movie I found a lot of bad than good, and that's unfortunate because this is a movie I really wanted to like. I'm gonna continue on with the acting, and that is with the kids. The main one, the daughter, I was kind of disappointing at her because she was kind of flat in the movie, not convincing at all with the script that she was given and the dialogue the way she was saying it. And she's pretty much taking over the role of Timothy the Mouse in the original movie, the one that tries to convince Dumbo to find his mom and lift him up and encourage him. And I just wasn't really convinced with her. And then with Michael Keaton, a great actor, he did a good job in this too, but I felt him being the villain of this movie, it was a bit one-dimensional. You don't really get a good feel of him. And this was a character that was made up for the movie because, as you all know, the original Dumbo was only an hour long. This movie's 2 hours long, so they're adding all these extra plots and characters and stretching it out in order to make it a longer film. And that brings me to my next point of this movie, was the time length and how much plot and characters were added to it. And it made Dumbo almost seem, in a way, secondary to everyone else. Of course, everyone is focused on Dumbo in the movie, but when you see all these characters that got added to the film, all the humans, you kind of don't exactly forget Dumbo, but you don't get to feel as emotionally attached to him as you did in the first movie. You don't get to see that close relationship with Dumbo and his mom as much, and you of course don't have that relationship between Dumbo and Timothy the Mouse because he makes a little cameo in the movie, but he's not a part of the movie at all. And even scenes that are so iconic in the first movie, Tim Burton tried to recreate that for this movie, which I give him props, of course, for doing that, but it just didn't feel the same. Now, I'm not insulting the fact that they took animals away and put humans instead as the characters. It's just the way that the story unfolded that made it seem to lose the feeling of what you got from the first movie. But a question I like to answer is, do we get anything out of this movie? I think I got a little bit something, and that is the whole thought process of how we look upon others that look different than us, and how they may have something special inside of them that we may not. Dumbo's an elephant that has big ears that was laughed at, but yet he had something special inside of him that no one else did. And something I noticed about the movie, if you ever watch it, you'll see Colin Farrell's character when he's first seeing his kids for the first time, and he's missing an arm from the war when he came home. And I thought that was pretty good symbolism if they did that on purpose, to show that a human, if we see one missing an arm or a leg, we may look at them differently, but we don't know if there's something special inside of them that we don't know about, and we shouldn't be so quick to judge. So, bottom line, what do I think about this movie? Grade-wise, I'd probably give it a C. I have to say, as a Tim Burton movie, well done movie. As a Disney remake, not so much. Not one of Disney's worst films, but certainly not one of their best. It was a good effort. I encourage you all to go see it still. Don't let my opinion stop you. If anything, I appreciate you listening to my review and hearing what I had to say about it. Tell me in the comments below if you saw it already or not, if you liked it or not. Tell me your favorite live-action Disney movie. Make sure to click on that like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to me to hear more content from me later on, including that live-action ranking video I'll be doing. I look forward to be talking to you guys again. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all at the movies.